The people running Marvel Studios were very clear about the path forward for the MCU. No longer would they be focused on good storytelling. Instead, they'd be focused on diversity and representation. They've done exactly that. Even though, as we've seen with so many of the characters that they're bringing into Phase 4 and Phase 5 and forward, they failed in the comic books. And over 5 years ago, you had people at Marvel Comics saying things like this. Marvel executive says emphasis on diversity may have alienated readers. And this is specifically talking about how a character like Ironheart failed in the comic books over and over and over again because people weren't interested in this character. Flash forward to today, Ironheart is filming right now, and we continue to hear cast announcement after cast announcement. And on the heels of bragging about their latest hire, Ironheart cast RuPaul's Drag Race finalist Shea Coulee as Disney Plus series regular. Now we have a drag queen that gets cast, and that's being celebrated all over Twitter because Twitter's the only location in which MCU fans actually exist anymore. Now we have this announcement. Marvel cast Disney Plus's first transgender MCU actor. Hooray. Can't wait. Is this series going to be any good? We don't know, but we're celebrating diversity, guys. Despite calls for them to do better, Marvel Studios continues to break new ground when it comes to representation on screen. The MCU is now fronted by a much more diverse cast in its movies and streaming projects, with perhaps no better example than next year's Ironheart. This series will star Dominic Thorne as the young genius Riri Williams. Thorne will be joined by drag queen Shea Coulee, who recently joined the project. Coulee marks the first non-binary actor to appear in the franchise. Another boundary broken. Keep in mind, I don't know what they're going to do for Ironheart, but, Riri Williams from the comic books, we're talking about a young, very young girl at this point. So is that the age group, age demographic this is going to be marketed towards? And all of a sudden, you have drag queens, you have transgender, you have all this stuff, all this messaging that's being pushed in the Ironheart series. Not really a surprise when you look at what Disney's been up to lately. But now, Marvel welcomes Zoe Terakis. I don't know if that's exactly how you say this person's name, but Zoe Terakis, not sure. Deadline reported that transgender and non-binary actor Zoe Terakis has joined the upcoming Disney Plus series Ironheart in a key role. I'm not exactly sure. I'm being legitimately honest here. If you identify as non-binary, I don't really understand the transgender portion of that. If there's not a binary, I don't know what the transition is to. I don't know. That's an honest, fucking question from me. I'm not sure what that means. Nonetheless, this is how this person identifies. Terakis shared their reaction to a cast announcement, declaring on Twitter, "This one's for the trans guys and girls and theys." Unbelievably stoked. And of course, you take one look at this person's Twitter, and I did regret it a little bit because the next thing of media that comes up is this. I don't know what this represents. I don't know why this is posted here, but there you have it. This is who they're hiring. This is who they've casted for the Ironheart series. That's what Disney Marvel is all about now, right? It's no longer about, hey, let's tell an engaging story. Let's tell a story that can get people involved. Let's tell a story from, comic book arcs that people truly love. No, instead, let's pull things from comic books that were written 5 or 6 years ago that failed because they were written solely for the purpose of diversity and inclusion. Let's replicate that failure in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's no surprise we've seen Phase 4, such a spectacular disappointment for Marvel. And Phase 5, it looks to double, triple, and quadruple down on all of these things. Even just the images that are coming off of the set as well. This is the announcement from MCU Direct. Marvel Studios has cast Zoe, a transgender non-binary actor, in Disney's Ironheart series. My Nerdy Home says in Critical Drinker, nah, it'll be fine, right? Because here we have some of the, this is Ironheart. This is what Ironheart's costume is going to look like, apparently. This is what Hood is going to look like. This looks like a $20 Halloween costume that we've seen now from the set of Ironheart. And this expression here, I think that expression says about all you need to know. This is what probably a lot of Marvel fans are thinking as they look at the garbage that is coming down the pipeline, as we continue to get cast announcements celebrating diversity, yet offering people absolutely nothing of substance or hope that this series is going to be anything but a political identity politics driven message that will in all likelihood continue to drive fans away from this product. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.